Hi beauties, it's Jean with Beauty and the Stamper, and it's time for another free tutorial Friday. And of course we're going to be using a sketch again, and we're going to be using the one from a couple weeks ago when I was out of town and didn't get to do it, but I loved this layout and wanted to go ahead and try it. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use the colors Boho Blue and Berry Burst, and then I'm going to be using these two stamps from the Love and Strength stamp set. Oh, adorable. So many great different sayings and cards you can make with this. And then I'm going to be using a Boho Blue for the base, some basic white, and then I have a 2-inch circle, a piece of Berry Blue, which is cut at 1/2 inch by 3 3/4 inch. And then I have 3 pieces from the designer series paper called Thoughtful Journey. It has some great scenes in there, and I just thought this one was really pretty and went really well. And when I decided what I was going to do, I looked at the colors here first and then went on. So let's go ahead and get started. And what we're going to do here is we are going to first lay down our base layer onto our base. And I'm doing that with Stampin' Seal. And if I cut this properly, I get these two corners and these two corners to match up, and then I will have a nice even base there. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my bone folder and burnish that down. And then this is a simple, easy card. I'm going to figure out how these go. Okay, here we go. And then I'm going to put them on. And there's 2 different sides. You could use whatever side you want. That's what I love about the designer series paper. And for this, I'm going to use some multi-purpose glue, because I might have to move it around a little bit. So I'm just going to put some glue on here. And then we're going to get that top layer up here. And again, I look at the sides, see what kind of matches up, and get a nice side, and that's how I know where I'm going to start. Next, I'm going to take the bottom piece, which is this piece here, and I'm going to put that on the bottom, and that will give me another jumping off point. So I'm going to take that one. We're going to match those sides up. Again, it looks like we're leaving about a 1/4 of an inch on each side. So we've got that. So now I know for this next piece, I'm going to be able to leave another 1/4 of an inch in between these 2 pieces, and then it'll be super nice there. And that is about right. Look how pretty that is. I mean, you can put just a stamped greeting right in there and have a beautiful card, but we want to add a little bit of color. And I don't see this color in here, but on the back side of this, I did see this color, and I thought it would make a great pop of color. And as you can see, it's a little bit longer, but that's okay because we are going to flag it down. And we're going to just cut up the center here, and then cut at an angle from the corner to that center, from the corner to that center. And we're going to do the same on the other side. We're going to flag it, and then we're going to go from corner to the center and corner to the center. And then we're going to glue that down as well, getting all these pieces before we do any of our stamping. So, and I'm going to add some glue on the little corners because I don't want them to be popped up and catching. So we're going to put that right in the middle there. Just like that. Okay, now we get to do a little bit of Stampin' here. I have a 2-inch circle, and then I am going to come in and work in those 2 colors. We're going to do some boho blue, and I just think this little flower is so pretty, but I don't want it to overpower. So I'm going to take and stamp off once. I'm going to stamp off twice, and I think twice is good. So I wanted to check on that. So we're going to stamp off once, and then we're going to go in here and we're going to stamp that and get a very nice light image. I'm going to try one more time and stamp off a 3rd time and see if I like that any better. And I do not. So perfect. You always have 2 sides of the paper, so you can always do that. And then we're going to take our saying, and our saying says, "It's okay if all you do today was breathe." So we're going to do that, and we're going to do this at full. I'm just checking to see. Okay. Very good. We're just going to put that right in here. So that is not bad, but I'm not loving it. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to try something else. This happens, you guys. This happens. And so you always want to be able to pivot. So I'm going to take another piece here. In fact, I'm going to stamp first. So I'm going to take this, and I thought I'd like that flower, but I just didn't care for it too much. It was a little too dark, and then the light, I just didn't like the lighter one. So I'm going to grab this guy here, and we're going to punch that out. And I still just don't want it to be a if you want to get that centered, then stamp first and punch like I did. It's easier when you're using the red rubber stamps. So I still want to add a little bit of that blue, but that flower didn't work the way I really wanted it. So we're going to come back here, and there is, you can put some leaves across the top and the bottom, but I'm just going to use the little dots here. So there's little speckles, and let's go ahead and get another little block. And this is still a little bright, so I am going to bring in my scratch paper so that I could stamp off. And we're just going to put little bits here and there. Just like that. Much better. You could read it so much better. Let me know which one would you have done. So there's both. Then we're going to take and we're going to pop this up using some dimensionals. So I'm going to get out some little mini dimensionals here. take your pick tool. I use it for everything so much. It's one of my favorite tools there. And then we're going to take that, we're going to put this right in here. So pretty. And then I'm going to look, and I'm going to just see if I have any embellishments that might go nicely with this. So I know there's some really pretty ones in my past paper pumpkin, but we will see if there's anything else that I might want in here before. I'll let you look in here too. This one has some pretty color. Oh, that's not blue. I thought it was blue. This is nice and pretty, would go on there. Of course, rhinestones, always my favorite. Let's go ahead and look at the other one. I have two. I love embellishments. So let's see. There's these. Could work in there. There are some butterflies, but I don't think I'll use butterflies. Alright, we're going to use these ones here, and they are called the 2023 through 2025 in color opaque sparkle dots. And now this is the hard part. Let's see, how many do we want to put on here? We're gonna probably go with our standard 3 and I'll put one here, and then we'll put one here and another one here. And so there we go. That is the finished card. I hope you like it. If you do, please give me a big thumbs up, and I will talk to you again next week for another free tutorial Friday, but I'll be seeing you before then. All right, have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye!